But I also strongly believe that, like, most prison systems, people go in and they come out worse because they go in and they experience more. Like, for example, someone who goes in there because, I don't know, he sold some drugs on the street,
Yeah.
18-year-old kid or something. They go in there and they come out way worse because they've been fucked up in
And they
there.
commit more crime inside too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, usually, like, yeah, I mean, there's the Norwegian system, which has a reoffending rate of, I think it's something as low as like 8 or 9%. I could be totally fucking up the facts here, but we'll just let it go. We'll just pretend that that's the fact. And basically, it's because they care for them. They live in a farm. Like, there's no, like, high security system. I mean, there is a maximum security system. And so those people, like, Breivik, whatever his name was, Anders Breivik, the guy who
Yeah.
shot all those kids on the island.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's never allowed out. But actually, there's a maximum sentence of, like, is it 15 to 20 years or something in Norway? So you could
Yeah,
murder
but I
someone.
think no, I
But
think they have the same thing as we do. Like, you have a max of 15 years, but then afterwards they're still gonna keep you.
Yeah, something. Well, yeah, something like that. But in the US, which doesn't have that, and they don't care for their prisoners, they have a profit per prison system. For fuck's sake, the reoffending rate is something as high as like fucking 65%, depending, or but even higher than that, depending on where they are in the US. And I find that terrible because I think you could turn this the same thing as a child being abused. And when you go into a prison, you're abused by the prison system. So therefore, when you get out, it's the same principle. I mean, you're an adult when you go in there. You know better. Maybe you didn't have a fucked up childhood. But by the time you've had 4 or 5 fights and you've seen 20 people being stabbed over 10 years, I'm sorry, you become a different human being at the end of it. Just the same as the child who was fucking molested becomes some fucking fucked up person as they get older. Like, yeah, you're more immune to bullshit as you're an adult, but you're not completely immune. So if you're going in there, you are more likely to come back out, especially in a US prison system, as a thug and as someone who has dealt drugs and stabbed people inside because it was the only way to survive.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, how do you want to be like people to become part of society again if you sentence them to 120 years?
Yeah, I mean those people are never getting out, right?
No, they can get parole or something, but still, like, they from that sentence on, they already think like, yeah, well, this world doesn't want me anymore, so why should I try and be better?
Yeah.
Apart from
Yeah.
the whole fucked up prison system.
Yeah, which is why I think Norway has done it better. Like, they have an island where they keep prisoners. There isn't enough.
I read the
And
same
that
thing.
island, yeah, and they basically respect them as human beings because they realize that most of these people have had less chance in life, so to speak, because Norway is quite a isn't a wealthy country, and in general the system is not against you, it is for you. You get given money like like the equivalent of social security and stuff there. So the people that are in the prison system, they've obviously just slipped through the cracks somehow. And if you treat them like respectable human beings, they come out respectable human beings. They just need to learn how to be different.